Good morning, guys. I hope you had a great spring break. I'm going to talk to you today about adding and subtracting polynomials. We did these lessons before spring break, but I want to take today to review and let you have some more practice on this, and then tomorrow we'll do multiplying and dividing. Okay, so take a look at the directions for numbers 1 through 6. It says classify the polynomials by degree and number of terms. Okay, so let's look at number 2. For classifying this polynomial, first by degree, we're going to look at the highest exponent that we see. So we see that the highest exponent is x squared. Okay, so the degree for this is a 2. Okay, and then we're going to classify this by the number of terms. And so because it has 3 terms, it's definitely a polynomial, but it can be more specifically called a trinomial. Okay, and so that's all you're going to put on 1 through 6. Okay, either monomial, binomial, trinomial, or polynomial if it has 4 or more terms. Okay, let's look at 7 through 10. It says write the following polynomials in standard form. Remember that standard form is listing my exponents from greatest to least. Okay, so let's look at number 8. In number 8, the greatest exponent is x to the 5th. So I'm going to write x to the 5th. Then I see 9x to the 4th. That's the next greatest. Then I'm looking forward to the 3rd, which I see minus 8x to the 3rd. And keep in mind that that subtraction sign goes with the 8x to the 3rd, not the 7x. Okay. Then I'm looking for something squared, so minus 2x squared, then plus 7x, then minus 4. So I've correctly listed this in standard form so that my exponents are in order from greatest to least. Okay, then we're going to review adding and subtracting. So we're going to take a look at numbers 11 and 12. Okay, just some quick addition and subtraction of polynomials. So in number 11, because I have addition, I'm just going to combine like terms. Okay, it's already in standard form. Some of you like to put it in standard form before you add. Some of you like to wait, okay, and put it in standard form at the end. It doesn't matter as long as you make sure that you're matching terms that are like terms, that have the exact same exponent and variable. Okay, so this x squared can go with this 3x squared. Okay, and that gives me 4x squared. 1x squared plus 3x squared is 4x squared. Okay, and then I'm going to circle anything that has an x, and I'm going to circle the sign in front of it. So negative 4x plus negative 3x is minus 7x. And then I'm going to box my constant. So 3 and negative 5. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Okay, and then that would be my final answer for that one. Okay, and then I'm going to look at a subtraction problem. So let's look at number 12. When you're doing subtraction, I like to rewrite without the parentheses. Okay, so I'm going to write my first one, 8x squared minus 12x plus 4. And then I'm going to distribute this negative to each term and rewrite the rest of it. So minus 3x squared minus 5x, and then 2 negatives makes plus 1. And now I'm just going to combine like terms like normal. Okay, so I see 8x squared minus 3x squared, so that's going to give me 5x squared. Then I see negative 12x and negative 5x, that's going to be minus 17x. And then I see 4 and 1, both my constants give me plus 5. So then that would be my final answer. Okay, so you're going to finish this side of the sheet and then turn to the back, and there's a few more practice problems on the back that have like a code with them. So let's look at a couple of those. Okay, I'm going to do example 1 and example 2 with you, and then I'm going to show you kind of how the code works. Okay, so again, for example 1, I'm just kind of ignore the parentheses and combine like terms. These are not in standard form, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this if they're not in standard form. So the biggest exponent I see is x squared, so I'm going to start with that. Negative x squared, negative 2x squared plus 3x squared. So negative 2 plus 3 just leaves me with 1x squared, so I'm just going to put x squared. Then I see that I have 18x and negative 8x. So 18 minus 8 is 10, so I'm going to have plus 10x. And then I see my constants are 15 and negative 10. So 15 minus 10 is plus 5. Okay, and that's going to be my final answer for addition. Let's practice one more subtraction. For subtraction, I do like to rewrite the problem. You can write it in standard form, or you can write it just like it is. But you have to make sure that you're combining like terms. So I'm going to distribute this negative to all three terms. I'm going to rewrite the first polynomial. And then I'm going to just distribute my negative to all three terms so they all become subtraction signs. So then 6x squared minus 3x squared is 3x squared. And then I have a 7x minus 10x, so that's going to be minus 3x. And then my negative 2 or my minus 2 doesn't have another constant to combine it with, so I just add that to the end. And that's my final answer. Okay? So down here on this paper, okay, like if you're doing, let's do number 2 real quick because it's a quick one. So x plus 3x is 4x, and 6 plus 5 is 11. So then you're going to come up here and you're going to find 4x plus 11, which is b. So I'm going to write the letter b next to number 2 so I knew which one it went with. And then I'm also going to find the number 2 up here in the code and put a b there. Okay? So your job today is to complete this. Please be good for the sub. Please be working the entire time. If you finish before the bell rings, okay, I want these turned in today. I want to see what you got done. And if you get finished before the bell rings, I would like you to find a book to read, some other work to work on. We're not going to get up and move around the room and be talking. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you Wednesday.